You okay?
Yeah.
No second thoughts?
Yeah, plenty. But then I come back to the same place. I can't let evil people win.
I think what you and Simon are doing is really brave. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, well, maybe save the compliments to after giving me evidence, eh?
You'll be fine.
Right, I better see you size up. I've not seen him this morning.
Do you want some food? Scrambled eggs?
Oh, no, I probably won't be able to keep it down anyway. Si, come on, shake a leg. Si. Nick, he's not there.
What?
Oh, no, you don't think that Harvey... Oh, Si, where the hell have you been? Nearly an heart failure then.
Sorry, I just nipped out to pick up some croissants.
Hey, look. It's just going to be a tough day, OK?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, here he is, Flash Harry.
Do you know I was going to buy you a cake? But I'll not bother now.
Hush my mouth.
That'll learn you. I've come in for my bacon balm.
You pat your backside, I won't be a sec.
Well, don't dawdle. Burn it, Barmeister. Time is money. Speaking of which, I paid for my bacon balm when I put the order in.
Paid with blood money, more like.
She liked that one. She's got a taste for the drama. Blood money, as if.
What else would you call it?
Hard-earned cash. The fruits of my labour. Saving up for a pied-à-terre in Alicante.
What? Your posh apartment and Red Bank not good enough for you now?
My Gemma was run ragged trying to sell that double glammy garbage. Brought her nothing but debt.
I rest my case.
I know what this is. It's just jealousy. I'm trying to make some up myself and none of you can bear it.
There's your butty. Hope it chokes you.
We're all in the gutter. Happens some of us are just looking up at the stars. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
I need your advice. Curtis has just texted, asked if I want to meet up with him tonight.
Right. And what are you going to tell him?
Maybe it's time I said yes. You know I fancy him rotten.
Wrong.
I'm not going to tell him anything because I'm still ignoring him.
Is the right answer. Babe, you've been playing hard to get for all of 10 hours.
I know.
How many times has he messaged you?
Well, this is the third, but last time he sent a video of a guinea pig in a dress, so I'm not really sure if that counts. Or a gerbil. I never know which is which. Anyway, thanks for all your advice, but all this game playing isn't really me.
Well, exactly. You have got to stop being such a sap. Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
I don't want to win a race. I want to bag a man. That man.
Look, this just happens to be one of my areas of expertise. How do you think I landed your dad?
You hunted me down and badgered me until I had no fight left in me, and then you pounced.
Ignore him. His memory's shot. That's what happens to a man of his age.
Oh, birthday boy tomorrow. We should do something.
Yeah, look, I told you I don't want any fuss.
Well, we promise that it'll be low-key.
This will be the first one without Oliver.
Ah, I've missed this. Best breakfast in Weatherfield.
Roy Cropper might have something to say about that.
Him shuffling about in his cardy, or you, no contest.
Don't go getting any ideas. I only invited you here by way of an apology.
For what?
For being a bit off with you recently. And to let you know that John is moving out soon, so you're welcome to move back in. If you like.
I'd love to.
You can take that grin off your face. I need the money, that's all.
Ed told me it was all kicking off last night.
Oh, Sharon Fleming Bentley, turning this place into the Wild West. I am so glad they've dragged her off the streets.
So they've arrested her then?
Yeah, hopefully they stuck her in a van with no windows and they've taken her straight to jail.
Listen to you, Judge Judy.
Yeah, well, I've just spoken to Rita and believe it or not, she's still feeling guilty for dobbing Sharon in.
Can't be easy for her. They go back a long way.
Oh, she's all right. Sharon's involved with really nasty people. What if I've put her in danger?
Yeah, she's got a point.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what they say. You live by the sword.
How did it go? Ah, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, you're trying to fix a rear axle.
Yeah,
You're pretending to be miserable, so I think you failed your motorbike test. You passed, didn't you?
Well...
You're a mechanic. You're natural with cars and bikes. It's in your blood.
Yeah.
I knew it. I put your card in a small helmet.
Oh. That's great.
Let's take the bike for a spin.
Well, I'm rushed off my feet.
Oh, everyone is entitled to a lunch break.
Yeah, and there's a pie in there with my name on it. Lunch breaks are for eating.
You and your stomach. You can demolish a pie in under 5 minutes. I'll see you later.
Good morning.
You sure that balloon's big enough?
I did accidentally hit a woman in the face with it on the way in. Probably broke her nose.
The nurses have got enough work without you creating more.
So how's the patient today?
I'm gonna tunnel my way out with this spoon.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the doctor to finish his ward rounds and then, hopefully...
What's the verdict?
Like I said yesterday, I've got to inject insulin 4 times a day until the end of time.
Yeah, they've shown you how to check your blood sugar levels.
Your head must be all over the place. It's a lot to take in.
You're a sensible girl. You'll be fine.
Gonna have to be, Anna.
Oh, do my eyes deceive me, or is that my idiot grandson?
No way. Oh, wow, I think you might be right. I'd know that bum anywhere.
Ooh, leather trousers. It's an abomination.
Oh, they make him walk like Clint Eastwood.
Come on.
Hiya. Good to see you. Did you get my messages?
I don't know. My phone's dead as a dodo.
Oh.
Honestly, it's more temperamental than Jennifer Lopez.
Look, if you don't fancy doing anything, then it's cool. Like, I just thought that...
I might. Then again, I might not. Busy. You know how it is. Sometimes I'm that busy, I make myself coming back.
Right then, we best get going. Oh, Si, I hate seeing you like this. It's not too late to change your mind, you know.
No, you're right. We need to tell the truth, all of it.
If you're sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I want to crack on with it now and get it all over with.
It's a big thing, what you're doing. Standing up in front of everybody, telling them what Harvey put us through. Admitting that you were involved in the gang, delivering drugs. You're really sticking your neck on the line.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm ready, Mum. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure Harvey gets put away.
You're quiet. Still fretting about somewhere.
What if she hadn't been diagnosed in time? It doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah, we were very, very lucky.
It's a hell of a thing to have to live with. Type 1 diabetes for the rest of her life. She's gonna have to plan ahead all the time, watch everything she eats, be so disciplined. I think of myself at that age,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it should be full of nonsense. Clothes, makeup, lads.
Don't let her hear you say that. She'll call you a sexist pig. She's putting on a brave face, but she must be feeling overwhelmed.
Well, at least she's got us to support her. Look, if she's not sick of us by the end of the week, then we're not doing it right. Would you care for some fruit?
Only if you deep fry it and cover it in chocolate.
Best I can offer is a dollop of squirty cream.
Someone spent a few bob on that. Who sent it?
Yeah, it was Paul. It just shows that he can be thoughtful when he puts his mind to it.
Yep.
Please read the affirmation on the card.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Can you state your name for the court?
Leanne.
Could you speak up, please?
Leanne Battersby. My son, Simon, started working at a local chippy, making deliveries. That's when he met Jacob.
Please remind the court who Jacob is.
He worked for the drug gang. He manipulated Si. He used him and set him up so that he owed money to the gang.
So basically, Jacob was grooming Simon to take part in the sale and delivery of drugs.
Yeah, that's right. But it was partly my fault. I'd taken my eye off the ball. My other son, Oliver, had recently died. He was only 3.
It must have been dreadful. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I was a mess. I couldn't function. I got into financial difficulty and Jacob exploited that. I mean, I was in a real state and, well, Simon was left to fend for himself. But he was grieving too. He must have felt so lost.
When did you first realise that Simon was involved with drugs?
Well, I was worried about his behaviour, so I searched through his things and I found drugs in his backpack and under his bed.
Did you confront him about this?
Yeah, I did. I told him he needed to stop, otherwise I'd phone the police.
And did he stop?
No, he was in too deep.
What happened next?
Well, we found out that Jacob had been very badly beaten up and that he was in hospital. And that's when we realised that, actually, he was way down the pecking order.
So Jacob was taking orders from someone much more powerful?
Yeah. Jacob was taking orders for the boss, the man in charge of the whole operation.
Do you see that man here in court today?
Yeah, I do. It's that man there, Harvey Gaskell.
Right, before you two start, we got it for next to nothing.
What does he look like? In your head, do you think you're Marlon Brando in that, you know, that film, the wild one?
You mean the mild one?
Yeah, dead funny, that.
He's squeaking. And he sounds like one of them balloon benders at a kid's party.
I think you look great.
Can't believe you've chucked our money away on that.
I haven't.
Oh, don't lie to me, Tyrone. You're absolutely skint. How else would you be able to afford it?
I paid for it. I wanted to treat him. He deserves it.
Right, well, it's a disaster waiting to happen, that's what it is. How are you going to be able to handle a beast like this?
Don't you have to take a test or something?
He passed it this morning.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah, well, I've not passed yet, but I will, so...
Oh, Tyrone, honestly, what are you like telling Aralina porcupines?
Squeak, squeak. Hey, Mr. Balloon Man, can you make us a giraffe?
So that's why you didn't want to go out on the bike. Why didn't you say something?
Large glass of red wine at lunchtime, Eileen. That's a slippery slope.
Purely for medicinal purposes, not that it's any of your business.
Carol! Can't seem to keep you awake, can I? Is it my magnetic personality? Or perhaps my super sexy aftershave?
Actually, I'm here to see Daisy. Let me guess. You've sold your entire stock and you want to place a humongous order for some more. I'll never sell it. The mascaras have dried up. The powder palettes are all cakey. The lipstick mushy.
Well, you must be storing them wrong.
I'm sorry to let you down, but this whole double glammy thing's not for me.
Oh, you fake it till you make it, babe.
Sean tried to warn me off. I really wish I'd listened.
Look, you gotta work at it. I mean, talk to the man. He's your mentor.
What about that money I give you? Will that tide you over?
I'm dead grateful, but it's nowhere near enough to cover what I owe, and I've no chance of paying my next commission.
Oh, you'll have to find a way.
I think it's best if I return the stock to you. Get my money back.
I'm sorry, love. I'm afraid that's not possible.
Well, I know it's breaking the rules, but maybe we could do a refund just this once?
No. You'd be undermining the entire business model, and Ridian, all he'd do is not. Harvey said that there was no way out. If Simon didn't do what he wanted him to do, then he would hurt him and our family. That's when I stepped in to make the deliveries.
You sacrificed yourself for the sake of your son?
Yeah, I felt that I had no choice. But I was naive. I thought if I worked off Simon's debt that we'd be in the clear.
But this isn't what happened.
No. No, Harvey became more and more demanding, and I knew that he wouldn't let things go. So that's when I decided that I needed to tell the police everything. And then DS Glynn asked me if I'd become an informant.
What happened next?
Well, the police set up a sting to try and catch a Harvey, but, well, he got away. And then that's when he came to me and told me that, well, that he'd make me pay for betraying him.
What did you take him to mean by that?
Well, that he was going to kill me.
But that wasn't the end of Harvey's reign of terror, was it?
No, it wasn't. My partner's 10-year-old son was kidnapped, and the gang admitted that it was down to them.
I understand that the child was eventually found unharmed.
Yeah, he was, but he'd been locked in a van overnight on his own. And he must have been terrified. I dread to think what that could have done to him psychologically. And then when we got home, shots were fired at my partner's car. Him and his son could have been killed. After that, Harvey found out that we were due to give evidence. And, well, he made it pretty clear that if I didn't do what he said, lied in court, then next time it'd be much worse.
So, on balance, with everything that has happened to you and your family, it must have taken considerable courage to turn up here today and say the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I was scared for my life. But I'm not doing this anymore. I won't let this happen to me. I want my life back.
What was Paul thinking? Isn't someone supposed to be going easy on the fruit?
Oh, she can do what she likes, but as long as she keeps track of it. These kumquats are so sour. I'll be surprised if they got any sugar in them at all.
Maybe not, but who wants a gob full of kumquat? Neither use nor ornament.
How are you feeling?
A bit tired, actually. I thought I might have a lie down.
Just give me a shout if you want anything.
I'd quite like it if Tom Holland could come and read me a bedtime story.
Tom's not available tonight, but I could probably get Kirk to do it for a pickle day.
Oh, it's time for your injection soon.
I'll go and set everything up.
All right, I'll be in a minute. I'll just go and wash my hands.
How come you're doing it? Didn't the hospital teach her how to do it on her own?
They did. But she just needs a bit of time to get her head around things. So, look, you said yourself she must be feeling a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, but she needs to take control. Injecting insulin and counting carbs every day is going to be part of her life.
Yeah, you are right. Let's just ease her in gently, OK?
Leanne Battersby, you've portrayed yourself and your son Simon as innocent victims caught up in a world of crime.
Yeah, that's right. I've told the court exactly what happened.
But isn't it true that dealing drugs has enabled you and your son to earn a great deal of money?
No, not at all. We were barely surviving. Harvey and his men saw that Simon was vulnerable, and they exploited that. They could see that he was an easy target.
One can understand how a young, inexperienced person might make bad decisions. But a fully grown woman?
I was bereaved. I wasn't in a good place. I felt like I didn't have a choice. I wanted to save Simon.
You wanted to save Simon?
Yeah.
It appears to me that you were in it up to your neck. Prior to agreeing to give evidence in this trial, you've been arrested for dealing drugs, isn't that so?
Well, technically, yeah, but that was
So
only...
you, being brave, coming here today to give evidence, it's nothing but a cynical ploy to deflect blame and shine the focus onto someone else.
No, that's not what happened. You're just trying to make me look bad.
I was sorry to hear of the death of your child, Oliver. I'm sure it's safe to say that you've lived through every parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
You'd sadly lost one son. I'm sure you'd be desperate to avoid losing another. If Simon had been prosecuted for dealing drugs, he'd probably be sent to prison. Isn't that true?
Well, yeah.
So you agree you'd do whatever's necessary to save your one remaining son?
Well, of course I would. I'm his mother.
I suggest you would do anything within your power to have the charges against you and your son dropped, and that includes lying to this court.
No, I'm telling the truth.
You've fed her, you've watered her, so put an inspirational flea in her ear and send her on her way. You feeling better, love?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, happening will put hairs on your chest, as my nan used to say.
Are you ready to get out there, face the world and sell?
Look, why don't I give you some extra training sessions, huh? Help you with your focus.
Like I said, I prefer to get my money back. I need it to pay my rent.
If we gave you a refund, what's to stop the other recruits from wanting one? Every time they couldn't sell something, they'd expect us to bail them out.
I've tried really hard.
Look, the only legit way out is to pay the termination fee, and I'm guessing you can't afford to cough up a few grand.
Look, I know it goes against the rules, but why don't we tear up her contract and cut our losses?
Never gonna happen.
Doesn't matter. I'll sort something out. Thanks for the up part.
Good luck. Go get 'em, girl.
You all right?
Yeah, just taking a breather.
You did brilliantly.
Did I?
You came over really well.
Well, I'm glad I told the truth, but I'm not sure I was that convincing.
You were. Take it from me.
Well, I suppose the pressure's off now. It's just... I wonder how Si will cope being interrogated.
You okay? Everyone came in for lunch except you two. I was worried.
Yeah, I'm fine.
What are you doing here? You're not meant to come in until you're called.
That's the thing. I'm not being called now.
Why not?
Who told you that?
Oh, no, I've blown it, haven't I? We've lost the case.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
What's going on? Why is Si not giving evidence?
Because something new has come to light. And it could change everything.
Enjoying that?
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, I like a nice bit of cake. Oh, I must admit, I've gone off flaky pastry since I started working here. The standing plays havoc with my feet. Now, I was worried that I'd get varicose veins, because, well, they're my best feature, my legs. Could crush a nut with these thighs. But my feet, skin as dry as the Gobi Desert. So I take a pumice stone to them once a fortnight, give it some welling, and sometimes the skin comes off in sheets.
Ah, there it is.
All right.
How's it going with Emma?
Not great.
I thought you'd have asked her out by now.
Well, I have. Well, she seemed to be interested, but I don't know. She's gone cold on me.
Gone cold? That doesn't sound like Emma. She's warm. She's like a fluffy bunny on a summer's day. Or a butterfly fluttering by. Are you sure you've not, misread the signals?
No, I text her and she ignores me, and when I see her, she acts all weird. I don't know, it looks like she's ghosting me.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'll find out for you.
Thanks.
I would like to call my final witness, Sharon Bentley.
Please read the affirmation on the card.
I do solemnly, sincerely,
and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Can you please confirm your name for the court?
Sharon Bentley.
What is your relationship to the accused?
I'm his auntie.
You made a statement to the police in which you stated that Harvey Gaskell is the ringleader of a large drug-dealing operation. Is that correct?
Yes.
You've been aware of this fact for a while. What made you come forward to give evidence against him now?
Oh, because everything's escalating. It is out of control, and I am terrified of what he might do next, who he might hurt. And the final straw was when I found out he'd been intimidating witnesses.
When you say intimidating witnesses, who are you referring to?
Well, he ordered one of his men to shoot at Leanne Battersby's partner's car as a warning so she would not give evidence against him. Now, the car was parked in a busy street. There could have been people walking by and children playing. My own foster mother lived in the area. I just couldn't bear the thought of all those innocent people at risk.
You paint the picture of a violent man. You must be here today under some considerable personal risk.
Well, I've already had a beating. The fact that I'm family means nothing to him.
What else did you disclose to the police?
Names, addresses, and the methods he uses.
The methods? As in?
How he recruits young people to work as couriers. See, he picks on those who are most vulnerable. Maybe they don't have a family or they've fallen out with those closest to them. And then Harvey trains his foot soldiers to welcome them in. You know, I'll give them attention, affection, maybe an expensive gift like a phone or a bike. They make them feel valued and appreciated. Like they're part of a family. And then Harvey traps them into a life of crime and violence. And there's no way out.
Hey, don't be fretting over Carol. It's not your fault. She's one of life's losers.
I hate that. Don't divide people into winners and losers. Life isn't simple like that.
Well, look, I reckon you've taught her a really valuable life lesson today. That she shouldn't give up so easily.
Oh, shut up, Daisy. She was crushed and you know it.
Steady.
I told you I didn't want her involved, but you went ahead anyway and dragged her into it. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Hiya. Pint, is it?
No, I've only come in to see you.
Here I am.
I was talking to Curtis earlier. I mean, he talks gibberish half the time, but he's a good lad.
What did he say?
He said that you've been ghosting him, whatever that means.
Ignoring him.
Why does everything have to be so complicated? You either like him or you don't.
I do. I've been taking Tracy's advice. Treat him mean.
Typical. Why should you always have to stick a neb in?
She taught me how to do a poker face.
Very good.
He must hate me now about his feelings. Can't believe I've blown it.
So why now? You stood by and watched Ivy and his men do the worst, and what, suddenly you want to put things right?
I'm truly sorry for everything that's happened with you and Simon.
Yeah, but it's not just about me and Simon, is it? What about Nick, Peter, Sam? Their whole lives have been turned upside down. The family's worried sick.
Again, I can only apologise. I mean, coming here today, giving evidence, proves how sorry I am.
Let's hope it's not too little too late, eh?
Look, I'm not asking you to forgive me, but I didn't choose any of this.
Oh, poor you.
Harvey's family. He meant everything to me. And he coerced me into his will just like he did you. He's powerful and manipulative. I didn't stand a chance. And when I found out that he was threatening your lives, I knew I had to bring an end to it, and no matter what the cost.
Didn't turn yourself in, though, did you? Rita dobbed you in.
Yeah, you know what she did? And it was the best thing she could have done.
Right, so, what happens to you now? It's not like you're an innocent bystander, is it?
Well, I've turned Queen's evidence, so we did make an agreement, yeah.
Cut yourself a cushy deal, you mean?
My evidence? has put the final nail in his coffin. Now, thanks to me, you can sleep safe and sound and live your lives. I might have swerved prison, but I'll be looking over my shoulder for the rest of my days.
Carol, I've left you umpteen messages. I'm not going to stop calling until you answer. Carol! 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 Ambulance, please.
You have got to be joking. Hey! Hey, you! Hey! Have you come back to terrorise Rita, have you? Over my dead body?
Oh, calm down. You don't want to blow a gasket in your head.
You are not welcome here. Go back inside, Rita, and call the police.
I reckon you got here just in time. The natives are getting feisty.
Sharon is here because I asked her to come.
Have you lost your mind?
No, Sharon has given evidence against Harvey. Thanks to her, he will be off the streets.
She's only done that to save her own skin. She doesn't care about anybody else, you included.
Look, go upstairs. There's a casserole in the oven. Will you turn the heat down to gas 3?
Will do. Casserole, you spoil me.
Please tell me she's not stopping with you.
She's staying just until the sentencing, and then she'll be on her way.
Look, I know you've been like a mother to her, but you don't know when to stop. She's going to end up hurting you.
I know you're looking out for me, but believe me, I can look after myself.
Thank you so much for coming. I don't know where that ambulance has got to.
Do you know what she's taken?
No, but she used to be a heroin addict.
What's happened?
It's Carol. I think she's taken an overdose.
Oh, no.
If she dies, I'll never forgive myself.
I can't believe you pretended you'd pass your test.
Fizz was smirking her head off. Did you see her?
Why do you care so much about what she thinks?
I don't.
She's history, Tyrone. Her opinion shouldn't matter to you anymore. She might have written you off, but I haven't. Pass your test and show her that you can succeed. We should be going out on our bike, enjoying ourselves. It is allowed, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Life shouldn't be all about duty and responsibility. You work, you take care of your kids. Why can't you have some fun?
Yeah, you're right. And I'm done with arguing. I don't even care what Fizz thinks anymore. From now on, it's about you and me.
She looks loads better. Her colour's coming back.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. You don't think she did it on purpose, do you? Look, do you want to bring her back to mine?
No, thanks. But I'm going to stick around here. I'll see what Dr. Curtis says. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Thanks again. You've saved a life.
I've given you naloxone, but the effects can wear off. So to be on the safe side, you really should go to hospital.
Oh, I cancelled the ambulance. Shall I call for another one?
No. I'm not going. Spent years trying to stay clean, out of trouble. I can't face a load of questions.
You should be monitored. You could stop breathing, Carol. You could die. Keep an eye on her. If her condition worsens, she needs to go to hospital immediately.
Well, that's an experience I never want to repeat. Seeing you lying there all floppy like a rag doll. Honestly, I thought that was it. I thought you were going to die.
Wish I had.
You don't really wish you were dead.
You should have walked away, left me to it.
Carol, don't say that.
I'd rather be dead than back on the streets. It's taken me so long to build a life for myself, and now it's all falling apart. I haven't got a penny to my name.
What, nothing?
I spent the money you gave me on drugs, predictably.
You're not going to do it again, are you?
I was under so much pressure. The stress got so bad, I didn't know what else to do.
This is why I told you to stay clear of double glammy.
I know, but I thought I was going to be the answer to everything. I believed what you said, that people make their own luck, that you can achieve anything if you work hard enough. I don't expect the moon on a stick. I only want a normal life, to be self-sufficient, have some pride in myself.
Well, I'm sure you'll get there eventually.
I've put everything I've got into making a go of double glammy. Money, time, effort. And all I've got to show for it's failure.
The thing is, I'm a man who likes to say how it is.
Oh, here we go, the wisdom of Chairman Steve.
What I'm saying is that if dating is a game, it most certainly isn't chess.
Right.
It's more like tiddlywinks.
Oh, kill me now.
Tiddlywinks.
It's simple, you know, uncomplicated fun.
Oh, please.
Same as dating. If you like him, you know, just let him know.
No, that is too obvious. You've got to be more subtle than that.
Subtle? You, back in the day, if you liked someone, you were like a heat-seeking missile.
Stop exaggerating.
We've tried it your way, it's gone horribly wrong. So let me have my say now, shut it. So you mentioned a date tonight.
Yeah, he asked me to meet him after a shift at 8.
Right, well, if I were you, I'd go for it.
Right, and I will.
No, I really don't think...
Enough from you.
I'll nip home, get changed, bob some fresh makeup on. Then I'll follow my heart all the way to Curtis.
I love it when you're masterful.
Thanks for coming. I know I'm not your favourite person right now.
She's not taking a turn for the worse, is she?
Well, she's not dead, if that's what you're thinking. I've dropped her off at her mate's, and he said he's going to keep his eye on her.
Well, I'm glad she's not on her own.
She could have died. She told me that she wanted to. She's lost everything. She's skint. She's about to be evicted.
All this because of double glammy. Do you know what? I don't recognise you these days. All you care about is creating this image. Making out you've got money, status, respect, and it's all fake. And the worst thing is, you convince other people that they can have all this too.
Sorry.
Well, it's not me you should be apologising to. How many times have I told you it's a rip-off?
Well, in the end, I think deep down I realised it was a con. But I'd already built my hopes up and other people's, and I think I just couldn't even bear the idea of having to admit it to myself.
When you were on the streets, Carol saved you. Do you remember telling me that? You said you'd never been so grateful. That when you were rock bottom, she was there for you. She befriended you. She helped you to survive. And though she had next to nothing to eat, what she had, she shared with you.
I tried to protect her from all this. I really did. But Daisy...
Daisy is a nasty piece of work. And you need to stand up to her.
I got it wrong. I know that now. I just can't deny it anymore. But I swear, Eileen, I will put it right.
Oh, Curtis.
Yeah? Oh, it's good to see you.
It's him.
Cheers for coming down to work.
No worries, don't jump in.
No, yeah.
Oh, good.
Just stick a film on.
Nah, I'm gonna get off now. Why don't you stay? It's fine. But I'll leave you to keep an eye on Missy. She's gonna need you now more than ever.
Not feeling all rejected, are you?
I'm glad that you're putting her first. I wouldn't expect anything less. You're a brilliant dad. It's one of the things I love about you.
Same goes. I can see how much you adore her, and she feels the same about you.
Listen to us talk about schmaltzy.
Listen, why don't you just move in? I know I said we should wait, but I was wrong. I think we should throw caution to the wind and just jump right in.
You're just trying to line up someone to help with nursery duties.
Busted. No, I love it when it's the three of us together. Our little family.
I mean, it's not the most romantic offer that I've ever had, but I'm not complaining. I'll nip home, I'll get my smalls and whatnot in a bag, and I'm all yours.
On your own? Where's Mrs. Baffioso?
If you're talking about Sharon...
Who else?
She's in my flat, resting. She's had a really tough day. Look, I don't want to fall out with you, Jenny Bradley, so let's just agree to disagree.
I don't understand you. You've seen what she's like, and yet there you are, cooking her a casserole.
Like it or not, I was her foster mother. I made a commitment to look after her.
She's not some troubled teenager. She is a grown woman who has done some absolutely terrible things.
Yes, she's made mistakes. I'm not denying that. But at the end of the day, she was very brave. She did the right thing.
Only because she was backed into a corner. You are a fool to yourself, Rita. You're too soft for your own good.
I've always forgiven you when you've messed up. Why shouldn't I show her the same courtesy? She deserves a second chance at life.
How'd it go?
Oh, you should have seen me in action. I was like Erin Brockovich.
Julia Roberts? I would.
Ugh. Well, I hope Harvey's stocked up on vitamin D, because he's going to be locked up for a good 10 years or so.
10 years? It's a fair old stretch.
No, that's what he gets for being a liability.
Now he's off the scene. Who's going to be my new boss?
You're looking at her. Now do me a favour and spread the word.
Nice one. It's not going to be easy for you, though, getting the firm back up and running.
Well, what can I say? I like a challenge.
It's going to cost you, isn't it?
Don't you worry your pretty head about that. I can get my hands on 10K. That's a start.
Full of surprises, you. Where are you going to score that?
Never you mind. Now, I'll sort it soon, and then we'll be back in business. You'll be hearing from me.
And if you've been affected by issues raised in tonight's episode of Coronation Street, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information.